Hey, I'm Scott.
Oh, hey, I'm Jackson.
Nice. Yeah, I'm Brittany's husband.
Cool. I'm Michaela's husband.
So,
Yeah, tell me when you're ready to start, guys.
I'm ready whenever
Never mind, I
you
found
are.
my phone. We're good. All right.
I'm ready whenever you are.
We're ready when you are.
I'm
keep bumping
ready
it
when
with
you are.
My pillow.
Hey, everyone listening, we're ready to go when you are.
Are you guys ready?
So,
Hey, chat. Comment below if you're ready.
are
to
you
go.
ready? Okay, I think they're ready.
Winnie's good too.
Winter's passed out on the ground.
she's
right
done.
Here. She's real comf on the ground. You wouldn't know. She's just barely below out of frame, but she's feeling good.
Did we start?
Yep.
Cool. Welcome to your friend's husbands. I'm Jackson.
I'm Scott.
And today we're gonna solidify 2025's theme.
Oh, okay.
We said we were gonna do it last episode.
We didn't solidify yet.
No, we didn't.
But by the way, do you like our chairs?
Oh yeah, we got new chairs.
If you're watching us, you can see our beautiful new swivel chairs.
If you aren't watching us, sit down. I'm about to
If you're
explain.
not
to
watching
you.
us, then go to YouTube and watch us instead.
They are a light white color.
They're
Not
a-
quite bright white.
They're a creamy color.
They're a little creamy from last episode. Each of them came with a pillow. Here is said pillow. I'm gonna rub the pillow on the microphone so you can hear it. You're welcome.
Hopefully you can.
They
get
swivel. So if
Yeah.
you're watching,
So we're gonna
prepare
be
to get dizzy.
We're gonna
as
be swiveling.
Either myself
time.
or Scott will be swiveling.
No, well, I'm
at one point.
gonna be swiveling as well.
I'm not a swiveler. I'm
They're
more of a
so nice.
turn and look, turn and
I
move.
love these chairs.
Anyway, welcome to your friend's husbands. I already said that. Winnie woke up. Oh, she's going back to sleep.
She's just stretching.
She just needed to.
She's just stretching out.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl.
Hey, so I'm gonna start this episode in different than
All
we
right.
normally. How's your week?
Hey, my week was good. I almost was this close to buying a tennis ball machine, so that I can go out
Pause.
to a court and it feeds me
Okay.
tennis balls. And I just hit them.
Can I tell you where my brain went when you said tennis ball machine?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a machine that makes tennis balls for you,
Oh, that'd be cool too.
like a 3D printer, but tennis
That'd
balls.
be really
and you're
cool.
like, now I don't ever have to buy tennis balls again. I'm like, that's kind of weird.
I just have to buy the materials to.
Yeah, that's kind of
pump
a
'em
weird
out.
thing. But then when you explain that it'll serve it to you over and over again, that makes a
yeah,
lot more sense.
Yeah, it just hits it or it just feeds it to you in the configuration that you set it to. So you can either like have it feed it to you like where it's like there's an oscillator on it too, so it can like kind of move around. Like I'm an oscillating right now.
You are the oscillating
And then
tennis
you
ball
just
machine.
you just hit it and just practice and practice. Or you can have it like feed it like so that it's like throwing it to you basically, so you can practice serves. So you like practice a serve, it like waits a little bit, and it kind of like is on a
This is a
timer,
really cool
and then
machine.
it'll
Why
throw it
didn't
to
you buy
you
it?
because this guy. So it's not. I guess it's not his fault, but I'm like sketched out a little bit by him. Because he said $375 and it's $650 if you buy it new, but they're sold out, so I can't buy it new. Offer
That's
up is my only hope.
That's pretty common.
So I was like, okay, sweet. So then
It's
I messaged
exactly
him
half price.
to see if I could.
Oh no, it's just over half price.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I messaged him to see if I could buy from him, and then he said yes. So I was like, okay, cool. Let's find a place to meet, and then we were going to meet, and then this morning he said I was getting ready to go, and turns out it doesn't turn on, so I don't want to sell it to you faulty. I'm like, okay, cool, thanks for being honest. But then he marked it sold later. I'm like, okay, well, interesting. Did you just not want to drive all that way to meet me halfway, or did you just did you find someone local, or like were you just nervous to sell it to me because I asked you if I could demo it to make sure it works?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you just knew it didn't work, and you're like, oh, he's gonna want to demo it, so it's a waste of time. I'll just sell it to somebody else.
Hey Scott, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you just a couple quick follow-up questions?
Yeah.
First, do you think
Do you know the Muffin Man?
No, the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane? Well, he's married to the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man!
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry I derailed you.
It's not hard. That's the
I
problem.
know.
You quote one of the greatest
I know.
animated films of all time.
Pick
and
three,
I'm
my
gonna-
lord. Okay, sorry. Keep going.
Oh, I love Shrek so much.
What's your
Never mind.
question? What's your
All right,
question? We'll
so
come back to
okay,
Shrek.
no, I need some clarification.
Okay, what?
Do you break apart
Oh, I dropped my ring.
every time something happens?
Do I break apart?
Do you so
What?
dude said to you the words, "Hey, went to turn it on. Doesn't turn on. I don't want to sell it to you." That's what he said.
Yeah.
And then he marked it sold.
Later in the day, he
later
did. Yes.
in the day, he marked it sold.
Yeah.
I don't know how OfferUp works. I know how Facebook Marketplace works. I don't know if you can just delete listings on OfferUp.
Yeah, you definitely can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, I will give you. So what I'm trying to understand is
What's
how
your question?
how far do you think about those things?
I'm a pretty big overthinker.
Okay, that's what I was assuming because
yeah.
you just told me the words. I said okay, then he marked it sold, and in my head it was okay. We're done. Like he's not selling to me. It doesn't work. We're done.
Yeah.
But then you. And this isn't a jab at you whatsoever. I'm trying to understand because now I'm nervous that I'm going to say something that for me is done and over. But you're going to be like, what did he mean by that? Like, it makes me nervous because I don't have any ulterior motives. But maybe that dude, I never thought about it that way. Maybe that dude did not want to drive all the way out here. Maybe he did try to sell you a faulty item. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe he did just sell it to
it's a
someone
big
else.
conspiracy. Or maybe none of that's true and I'm just making it more than it needs to be.
No,
That's probably what it is.
I don't sell.
It's probably what it is.
I deal with a lot of people buying and selling used things on the interwebs a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't believe you are incorrect. I believe that
people are weird.
people can be super weird about
people
certain
are
stuff.
sketchy.
I'm going to press pause on the podcast real quick so I
Oh.
can scoot this closer to me
Okay.
so that I can do that.
I'm probably not even going to pause it. I'm
That's
just going
fine.
to keep
I was
all that
doing
in.
it more so that I could get this into a spot where my arm isn't about to bump it constantly.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry you didn't buy the thing you wanted.
It's okay.
Is there any on Facebook Marketplace? Let's look. What's it called?
I don't know actually.
What's the actual
I
term?
don't think I've looked. Wait, no, I have looked.
What's it called?
They have like a group for it.
If I type in tennis ball machine, am I going to get what you want?
Maybe.
Or what's it actually called?
I search tennis ball machine and just see what pops up, but the machine that I'm going for is called the Slinger.
Hey guys,
And it's blue.
welcome
here's
to my
one.
new favorite
Tempe.
segment. Welcome to my new favorite segment in Your Friend's Husbands, where Jackson finds the things that Scott wants because he spends an unholy amount of time on Facebook Marketplace.
We just search Facebook Marketplace for things. Yeah, so there's one. Oh, that's in San Diego. See, that's the thing is like some of these.
You need to change
Where
your
can
you need
I-
to change your mileage from where you're at.
It
can show you
says
how to do that.
local. It
Slinger
says
bag,
local.
tennis ball machine plus oscillator plus pickup tube.
Yep.
It's blue, $4.50. Slinger tournament pack. Don't get a chance to use it as often now. Oh wow, I'm not gonna read all that. But this dude's also in San Diego. Why am I getting San Diego garbage?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, let's.
I
knock
like
this
that
boy
you
down.
read it as if he was.
Well,
reading it.
sometimes
as
when
if
people
he's
sell
saying
stuff like
it.
that, they say something like about the sport. Also, it's
Wait,
like
I think I found the same one that you were just reading about.
yeah, no, it's a very very long explanation that I'm not willing to deal with. How far are you willing to drive? 30 miles?
Dude, I don't want to. I hardly want to drive any.
50
At all.
miles. Oh, the other way.
I
Okay.
want hardly anything at
We're
all.
going to do 15 miles, and if you find one, I'll go with you so you're
Maybe.
not alone and sad.
Okay.
Tennis slinger. Oop, that's slonger, which is gross.
Tennis schlonger.
Tennis slinger. Yeah, bud, I don't see any.
See, they're hard to find.
Are they just rare?
I guess so. Yeah.
Like they didn't make a ton of them? Is it just...
I don't know what it is, but there's just not like they're sold out on their website. If anybody's listening that has connections to a slinger bag tennis ball machine, I would love to hear from you so that I can maybe purchase that. Because I want to get better at tennis.
I don't know if you guys know this about Scott, but he plays tennis.
I want to get better and
If
back
this is
into
your
it.
first episode with us.
If this is your first episode,
Yeah, you understand that
welcome.
Scott plays tennis, and he's quite good at it.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
I'm very rusty. I'm very rusty. It's been a long time
I've never played.
since I played.
Ever.
Yeah.
So compared
That's
to
okay.
me, you're really good.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's the only metric I have to go off of. My mom played tennis in high school.
uh,
Maybe you should play her, but she's
hey,
60.
I should. I
My brother,
should.
you want to hear a kind of ridiculous story? So my mom's having like a like an age crisis because she just turned 60, and she's never done this before. Like when she turned 50, it didn't bother her. Turned 40, it didn't bother her. But she turned 60,
Now
and she's
she's
like a
real
little.
sad.
It's not that she's sad. It's like she's just like, I don't want to be this old. Which it's funny because they're basically teenagers now, or like early 20s. They ride my dad's Harley across the United States, going to random super rad places. Like their life is super cool. But my mom has this like issue with us saying she's in her 60s because she's like, I'm not in my 60s, I'm 60. And so my brother and I will purposely be like, yeah, mom being in her early 60s. Like we do it on purpose. And she gets really mad. And so, yeah, that's my whole story. I think you'd demolish her in tennis if you played right now. Absolutely trash. She hasn't played, I think, since high
Probably.
school.
Probably.
Cool.
But yeah, I really want to get my.
Is that on
I
your
really
bingo
want to
card?
get myself into it more. Yeah, it is. It is. So, thing is, it's hard is like finding other people to play with that are like similar competitiveness
Mm-hmm.
and level. I think there's like an app you can download that's like find players in your
Hot moms
area.
near you. It's the wrong app. I can promise you.
No, it's like
Incorrect
to
app.
find tennis players around so you can like meet up and play.
Are you also a fuzzy ball fondler? Come play tennis. I have a question about tennis. Does the amount of fuzz on the ball affect
affect the
your play?
aerodynamics?
Well, I know it affects the aerodynamics. I'm not dumb. I understand basics of aerodynamics, but like coming off of your racket, like if you have a tennis
Coming
ball that
off
is
of your
very
racket.
compressed, very little fuzz against a very fuzzy one, when you hit it, does it have different feels?
I suppose. Well, I mean, yeah, it could have a different feel. Yeah, it could.
Out in Wimbledon,
It could feel a little different.
it's
The one with less fuzz probably would feel a little harder
yeah.
than one with more fuzz. Thing is, if you asked a pro, I'm sure they'd have like a much more better and more in depth answer. But basically, if you ever like watched a game of tennis,
Not haven't.
if you've
played
ever
Wii tennis.
seen any type of play that's ever happened, you'll see they'll hold a couple like when they're about to serve, and they'll look at them and like decide which ones to use, and then they'll hit one to like a ball boy, and like they don't want that one, they're gonna use.
Have you ever been a ball boy?
No,
Okay.
never. But the purpose of that is they actually are looking at the amount of fuzz on the ball, and they're like deciding which one is more like less
Similar
fuzzy
to their own
and
fuzzy
and
balls.
more of a harder ball, I guess you could say, because they want to have a ball that is like the most round as possible, not have a bunch of fuzz coming off of it.
More aerodynamic.
But I don't know if it really affects that much. I think it's just
Fair
like,
enough.
That's
the
just
only
thing they do.
I mean, the only answer to this is getting a professional tennis player on the podcast.
I
Yo,
know.
chat. Comment below if you have a professional tennis player.
Can we
that
please,
you know, or you are one.
someone, can we find Roger Federer so we can talk to him? He's my favorite.
Since
I love
we're asking for people that are our
and
favorite,
I admire him.
this is my first
I need him.
episode asking Chris Pratt to join our episode, or join a podcast. Chris, honestly, my man, you don't even have to be here. If you sent us a quick little voice,
Just
message,
a voice memo.
I would cry.
Just a DM.
I would cry in such
on
happy tears.
the Instagram.
Yeah, on the Instagram,
Yeah.
Instagram and the fucka book.
Okay, whoa.
Yeah,
Hey, careful there.
I
bud.
didn't say a bad word. I said fucka book. Do you know? Never mind. We're gonna no, not being derailed. Listen,
Fossy
guys,
book.
we're gonna do a theme for 2025. We're
What
gonna
is
come
it?
up with it. I don't
What
know.
is it?
We're gonna bounce
Tell
some off each
me.
other. Did you listen
No.
to the my brother me I sent you? It's okay if you didn't.
I
It was
didn't.
2 hours long.
I didn't listen to it.
It
That's
was
long.
the longest episode they've ever done because they couldn't figure out what to do. Because the last year
My
they did one that was
gosh.
really good, and they like had
It's
so
a
much pressure on
movie
themselves.
Right there. That's a movie.
I listened to it in bits and pieces as I drove places. But anyway, what we're gonna do is come up with a theme for the year that rhymes with and has the same syllables as 2025, and we'll come up with a subtitle.
2020, give me a high five.
That's too many syllables. You didn't listen to the very basic rules. Very basic one, 2020 thrive.
Yeah.
20, go say hi. There's another one. 20, battle cry. 20 battle cries. Yeah. No. I thought of a couple, obviously. I'm bouncing them off of you. The subtitle for 20 battle cry, which I don't hate, would be like, what's your motivation? And then maybe after we get some more people listening, they'll write in like, this motivated me this week.
What's your motivation?
Or this motivated me this year.
Oh, I like that.
That's not bad, right?
That's cute.
Thanks.
Let's do that.
So 20 battle cry.
20 battle cry.
What's your motivation?
What's your motivation?
Scott's going to make shirts. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Are you still making shirts? Is that a thing that's happening?
That's going to be another thing I want to do this year.
Make more shirts.
Is make some shirts.
Would you like me to help you make up
that
weird companies?
Sell.
Help you. We need to talk. Actually, though.
What about what?
Not on the podcast.
About shirts.
Yeah. So I actually tried doing that last year and then lost momentum because I have ADHD and I didn't do enough at the beginning to keep my thing going. That's why my New Year's resolution is what it is. But I created a just buttload of shirt designs that were all like Disney themed to put on Etsy.
Cute.
And so I can share those with you.
A buttload of them, huh?
Yeah, I have one that was blue that had a Mickey Mouse head and it said DILF on it, and then it was any color, and then the other one had Minnie Mouse with the bow, and it said MILF, but it's all written in Disney font. I did a bunch of them. Those are just the silly ones that I could think of right now.
Okay.
But I did a lot of different ones, all based off of like not the normal Disney shirts you'd get. Like, you go to Target and it's like, look, there's Mickey Mouse shirts, but it's like more focused.
I can tell they're a little
more edgy.
A little more edgy, yeah.
Man, I love frogs. That's what MILF stands for. Did you know that? Anyway.
Is it really? Wow.
No.
You learn something new.
Do you want me to tell you what it stands for?
No, not here.
Not here. In the bathroom later. Oh, crap.
Not here.
Anyway, so 20 battle cry? Can we agree it's a 20 battle cry?
Yeah.
It's the theme of
What's your battle cry?
Yeah. What's your motivation?
Tell us your motivation.
We'll start. Scott, go ahead.
Oh my gosh.
You're
so rude.
I got this new thing where I'm gonna just put you on the spot and listen, and just stop talking and listen to you talk. I decided I listened to our last episode and I talked way too much, and so I'm gonna go ahead and throw something out there and then sit and focus on not talking and trying to listen at the same time.
Just let it marinate.
It's hard. So what's your motivation, Scott?
My motivation.
I will
tell you this
real quick, and I think you could agree with me on this. When it comes to, if you're listening, we want to hear what your motivation is. I will set a reminder right now that when this episode launches, I will post on our story asking for what your motivations are. Like what gets you through the week, or what gets you through the month, or like what's getting you through the day. I don't want, I'll take it, but specifically I want what's motivating you right now.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, what motivates me to get through life is the love of my children. Like, that's cool and all, but I don't care about that. I care more about like, man, I'm working through this week as hard as I can. Like, for me, my motivation right now is Monday. I'm going to wake up. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to wake up at like 4 a.m.
Ew.
I'm going to shower, get ready, do my makeup, do my hair. No, and I'm going to wake up my girls, and I'm going to wake up Michaela, and we're going to hop in the car, and we're driving to Disneyland.
Oh, that's right.
We're going to Disneyland Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, coming home Friday. That's my motivation right now. I'm being 100% with you, Scott, which I always am.
Be 100.
I am being 100 for you. Got that. Make that bread. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know why I said that. Oh, I'm the worst. Anyway, being 100% with you, I'm going to cry multiple times at Disneyland.
Really?
Just thinking about it, like throughout this last couple weeks, like thinking about it, showing my girls some of the stuff from Disneyland, like different rides on YouTube, or like music or things that happen there. Like, I get choked up. Like the other day, I was sitting there and Sophie was just so excited because there's a Tiana ride now. Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Yes, there is.
Tiana's her favorite princess. She got so excited. She wanted to watch it. We started watching it and she was like, oh my gosh, look, it's Tiana. Oh, it's the alligator. She's like getting so excited, and I started to cry. I'm not even at
Oh
Disneyland
my
yet, and I'm an
gosh.
emotional dude.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, and I'm cool with it. It's who I am.
You
I've
cried
accepted it.
at Bridge to Terabithia when you were
Oh yeah, are you a heartless hag?
14.
Like, of course you're gonna cry at Bridge to Terabithia. She dies in a river. That's the end of it.
Here's something I live by.
What
Okay.
motivates you?
Here's what motivates me. This is something I live by. Don't ever, okay,
Never.
for any reason, do anything
Why are you reading something
to
right now?
anyone.
Pause. Why are you reading? Why are you reading? No, you can't be quoting something. You have to give me your motivation. Don't you be reading.
For any reason, ever, no matter what. I'm so stupid. Oh,
No, keep going. There's
no
more.
matter where or who you are with, or where you are going, okay, or where you've been, ever, for any reason
I hate you so much.
whatsoever.
Podcast is over. Thanks for listening.
Sometimes I start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I
find it
find it along the way.
Love Michael Scott. Thank you, Michael Scott, for giving. Winnie,
Sorry,
you're kissing me right now. What would your boyfriend think?
Winner.
No,
What's
I get
going
that.
on?
So, what actually motivates you, Scott? What's motivating you right now? What's making you feel strong? It's obviously Winnie. Dang, Win.
If anybody can hear that, that's Winnie saying hi.
Winnie came to play today.
I think right now it's steak. Okay. I bought a lot of steak from Costco today,
Yeah?
and I already had one for lunch,
How'd you cook it?
and it was phenomenal. And
Phenomenal.
that's what motivates me.
Okay, that's good. Real quick, and
A
understand
good
that
slab of meat.
this will determine if our friendship continues. How do you like your steak cooked?
Medium rare.
Oh, thank you, Daddy.
Or just rare. You know what I learned about meat and cooking different types of meat? Do you know
Pause.
why you have to cook chicken all the way through, and you should cook beef, like ground beef, all the way through, but you don't have to cook a steak all the way through? Do you know why?
I'm unsure
I'll
why.
tell you.
I would love to know.
I'll tell you. Ready?
Yeah.
This is one of those random things that's suggested to me on YouTube that I was like, you know what? That's an interesting thing. I probably want to know that. So
Wow.
I watched it.
We are such different
This
human
is
beings.
This is why. Okay.
I love
so
it so much.
Steak, the any type of bacteria that would reside in raw meat
Or
on
beef.
On steak, or sorry, yeah, like a slab of beef.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't get down into the muscle on steak. It will usually be on the outer surfaces. Yes.
Guys, is it because of their skin? Their skin's so thick because they have leather skin.
I don't know about
Oh, you don't know why?
that part, but
Oh, you just know the facts
just
and not
the
the
meat,
reasons.
just
Cool.
the meat
Awesome.
that you're cooking.
Okay.
It will reside primarily on the outside. So when you go to cook a steak, you're going to cook the outside of the steak. You may not cook on the inside. That's okay because the bacteria doesn't get that deep.
Medium rare is the way
But
to go.
then with ground beef, because it's all mashed and ground together, the outer now can be in the inner part of your patty or whatever you're cooking. So you have to cook that all the way through, or you should.
Yeah.
Chicken will get down into the
What about
the
turkey?
center
Same
of
thing?
the meats.
Is turkey the same thing?
And then turkey as well. Yeah.
What about quail?
I don't know about quail. They
Either.
didn't mention quail. It's
Pork.
weird. Pork. I kind of was tuning out towards the end where they were talking about pork.
I believe pork's the same as chicken.
But I think
don't
it's it should be the same as chicken. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, and then fish will depend on the type of fish.
Like
depend on
tuna.
the type
Tuna
of.
you don't have to cook all the way through.
Yeah.
But I believe salmon you do.
I don't think so. You can eat salmon raw, I believe.
Well, look at
I
me.
believe so.
I got some egg on my
Maybe
face.
I'm wrong.
Or some salmon eggs on my face.
Threw an egg on your face. Anyway,
That's rude.
so that's kind of
Good
interesting.
sound effects though.
Yeah.
Wait, so beef, so straight up just steak right now is what's getting you kind of stoked about
I'm
life.
just joking.
No,
It's
no, no.
just I'm
That's
just
a good.
excited about it.
No, that's a good. That's what I want. I don't want like what's getting me through this day is the saving power of working out. Like no,
The
no.
simple things you're looking
It's
for.
yes. I want to hear about the stuff
Yeah.
that gets you to the next spot. Like what's getting you there. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like for today. Today, for example, I woke up. I had my masterminds like networking thing that I have every Thursdays. I
Oh,
love them.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
the ones that I don't want to go
You
to.
told me about
But
it.
I did wake up this morning. I'm like, you know what? I'm actually excited to go. I haven't seen these guys in like 2 weeks. Let's go. Got there. Great meeting. Got to my office. A bunch of the people that I don't usually see were there. So I was excited. Today, for me, getting me to the end of this day, this is my social aspect. My social battery is full. And to top that off, where am I right now?
You're here at your
I'm at
friend's
Scott
husband's.
and Brittany's house.
No,
And
you're
I
at
love it.
you're at your friend's husband's podcast studio
Yeah, your friend's husband's podcast studio.
on a new swivel chair.
On a new swivel chair. I was describing it. It has lines ribbed for your pleasure. Do you know?
Don't ever say that again.
Do you know how people? Okay.
What?
Do you know how people let the intrusive thoughts win? All of my thoughts are intrusive thoughts. All of them. All of them.
No, they're not.
Oh, they really are though. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can't talk about that on the podcast. Never mind.
Yeah. Keep it appropriate.
Hey, can I ask you some questions that you already looked at because I didn't realize I was editing the wrong note?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So we've done the 2025 theme. Look out for it on our stories. We want to hear from you. You can also just DM us if you're listening right now and you're like, you know what? Jackson and Scott are right. This is what's getting me through today.
Steak
Or like,
is amazing. It is getting through.
yeah, steak's getting you through. And Michaela and I were like that. We did Butcher Box last year for a little bit.
Yeah.
And every day I got to go home and have just delicious steak. And I'm like, this is what's making my day easier because it's super good food.
It's making me
I
happy.
get that. All right, so I'm gonna ask Scott some questions. We'll take turns answering.
And I have to answer them within 10 seconds.
What?
That's my new goal.
Wow.
On the podcast, that's my new goal is to answer questions quickly.
Why?
Because I always stall.
Instead of I don't know, we'll do it next week, like you did with the year theme.
I always
That's okay.
stall. You don't
stall.
So
no, you don't stall. You overthink.
who
learned
the person who said that you're chaotic, Allie,
Yeah.
also told me that I take forever to answer questions and that I never have an answer.
She's brave.
She's like
she's bold.
She's like, you always just like say no, and that you have to come back to it next time. I'm like, yeah, that's true. That's because I overthink everything.
This is their second shout out to Allie. Allie, thanks for being a real homie.
That also made her day last time we shouted at her out.
Really?
She went around that day and showed everybody that she could.
I love her. I can't wait to meet her. I'm gonna come to your work and I'm gonna meet her.
She screen recorded
Really?
the video and was like,
Shout out to
look
Allie.
at this. She showed one of my customers. Well, I don't think she showed one of my customers the video per se, but she told one of my customers in the moment that I had a podcast. I was like, they're not going to listen. It's okay.
I told. I'll read you the quick little text message chain that I had with this guy. His name is Robert. He's a great dude. If you have a small shout out to Robert real quick. If you have a small business, then you need help scaling or getting ready to sell. That's what he specializes in. Helps you build it. He's very good. He's a great guy. Anyway, he texted me randomly. What are you doing? It's like just that question. And those kinds of questions are just bait for me to be my normal, authentic self.
Yeah.
And I said, I just finished. Dang it. I just finished eating Popeye's chicken sandwich, drinking my Coke Zero, and heading to my buddy's house to record our silly podcast. What are you doing? And he said, what podcast is this? And I said, my buddy and I decided to get to know each other on a podcast. We had only hung out in a group setting a few times. Then we had the idea and ran with it. I said, it's called Your Friend's Husbands. It's silly. And then I said, you didn't answer my question. And he goes, I'm leaving the bank, headed to get something to eat, and then driving range. He's a big golfer, right?
Oh, okay.
And I, once again, felt the need to text in a way. Like every time I text you, I have arrived.
Yeah.
I can easily just say I'm here.
Yeah.
But I don't, because that's not how my brain goes. And I
Yeah.
said, this is an acceptable afternoon. I hope the best in your endeavors and that you succeed in your mission to drive further and more accurately. And he just did the ha-has and told me I had to have a good trip. Anyway, that's how things go for me. So, Allie, thank you for showing people stuff, because I
Yeah.
also today told someone about our podcast. I actually told a couple people at work, who one of them's listened to it. She said it's very funny,
That's
which
so kind.
made me really happy,
It's all
because
you. It's all
Scott is one of the funniest people I know.
you. No.
So now we're going to go into a segment where Scott answers a question in less than 10 seconds, and then
Okay.
I talk for 45 minutes about
Lightning
that
round.
single
We're doing
question.
a lightning round.
No, no, do you know
If
lightning
anybody's listening to this and you're from Australia, please tell me if my accent is authentic or not.
round? Authentic?
And tell me
I think it depends.
what
You
I
can-
need to improve on and change to be better.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
When and where was your first kiss?
My first kiss.
Not where as in like on your body, but where as in like location.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the clarification. Because you thought I would be like, well, what do you mean, like, on my lip? Okay, anyway. So, I got my first kiss. It was in the 2nd grade, I believe.
That's young, brother.
And
Dang, you're
Just
slaying them dragons.
no, that's not a real kiss. That's just silly little crush.
When was
kisses.
okay? Let's rephrase
Let's
it. When was
see.
the first kiss that
the first legitimate
stirred your nether region?
the first legitimate one? I would have been a sophomore. Ooh, junior, sophomore,
How old are you at that time?
junior. I think I would have been like 15
15?
or 16.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
When and where? Where was it?
It was in a vehicle.
That's just, more details. Like, what kind of vehicle? Was there music playing? Did she like you? Did you
Let's
like
just-
her? Was it
Let's
mutual?
just hope.
I'd hope it was mutual.
Let's just hope that no one in my family is listening right now.
Why?
It's just a weird story.
Oh.
It's just a weird story.
Oh no! If you don't want to share, brother, you don't have to.
No,
I
this
take back the
person,
thing I said.
this person in my friend group at the time
His cousin.
decided to text me and ask me if I wanted to make out with her, and I was like, "That's kind of random." So I was like, "This is weird. Like, I don't like you like that." And I was just like, no."
You said no. You are the first straight male in history to do that. This is groundbreaking.
I just,
Oh, it's the Scott. It's
I
Scott
just didn't.
conundrum.
I wasn't like attracted in that way. That wasn't the intention of our friendship. I was just like, no. But then we were just texting back and forth, kind of, because we're friends, right? And then it kind of dawned on me, hey, I should probably practice.
YOLO. You only live once.
So I was like, let's just do it, okay? Whatever.
Fine.
So then I
kiss
was
me,
like,
Warren.
all right, fine. Let's just get together. So,
Let's bump our
So
faces
that-
together and use some
I think it
time.
was that night. Was it that night or the next
I
night?
super hope it
If
wasn't
it-
a full day.
I think it was the next night.
You went over 24 hours.
Maybe not. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. I think it might have been
15.
I
Scott's
think it
only
might. I
23.
think it might have been that same night. And we met up and we just
made out.
kind of kissed a few times in a vehicle for a while. And I got some good practice.
That's conflicting. You kissed.
And then
a
I
few
was like-
times
and then
in a
I was
vehicle
like-
for a while.
Okay, I know, but that's what I'm going to share.
Ooh, more juicy deets. I love this.
But then I was like, okay, you cannot tell anybody in our friend group.
oh, you were gonna.
Do not tell anyone.
Wow.
This has to stay between us.
Was it because?
And she was like, yeah, okay, I promise.
Was it because
Guess
you
what?
were embarrassed?
It didn't stay between us.
No, were you?
She told everybody.
Were you embarrassed that you kissed her, or were you nervous
No,
that
it
people
just
would
was
kind of
weird.
ruin the?
It just would be weird, I think.
Did you keep hanging out with those friends?
Yeah. Because that's the thing, is like we were in a friend group. And so we were all gonna keep hanging out, and it'd be weird if like everyone just knew that we
But then
decided
she
to
told
kiss
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was so annoyed.
I was about to say a swear word,
And then,
but I didn't.
I'm
proud of me.
this is the crazy part.
Mm-hmm.
Later on,
You guys hear this?
months later,
Months.
I find out that she's in a relationship with a person that I used to be in a fling with. So
Pause.
she
Pause.
all of a
Pause. Pause.
sudden
I'm
came out.
processing. I'm processing. Your first kiss was with a closeted lesbian.
Yes. Or
I had no idea
or
that this question would have been so good.
or I
Oh
was
my gosh.
or I was such a terrible kisser
It's
as
not
a
this one.
male
It's not that
that
one. There's no way. I've seen your lips. They're fantastic. Brittany loves
that
them.
I
You're good.
turned her around.
No, what more than likely happened is she was a confused bisexual, and she probably ended
And she
up
was
leaning.
experimenting with me.
She might have been leaning more towards women, and then she's like, I don't know if I should do that. That doesn't seem
Yeah.
like acceptable. Because I mean, mind you, you were 15. That was 13 years ago. Is that my math? Are you 28 or 26?
27.
27. So it's 12 years ago. I was, again, 6 and 8, like last episode. Should always just guess the 7. So 12 years ago was 2012.
No.
It was 2013.
It was something like that.
It was 2013. I was in high school. I graduated high school in 2012. And when I was in high school, it was still not cool or kosher to be homosexual.
Yeah.
Like people were still super judgy and super rude. So maybe she was like, I want to try.
She was scared.
Figure this out. No, that's cool.
She was scared.
Man, my story sucks now. I kissed a girl when I was 13.
Nice.
There's a way not safe for work version of this that I'll tell you after the podcast.
Okay.
But we can't release it on here.
We'll
But
release that on our Patreon.
she was
We don't
cool.
have a Patreon. I'm just joking.
It was the summer when I was 13. When was that?
When I met you in the summer.
It was 2007 or 8, 2006 or 7, one of those two.
It must have been 2007. You know, couldn't have been 6 or 8.
No, because I don't know. I don't
7.
remember if I was 13 or if I was turning 13.
It had to be 7 though.
Okay, it was 2007.
You,
Scott was
you were
there.
guessing
He
6
remembers.
or 8.
Scott was 8
So it had to
calendar
be
years
7.
old. It was 2007.
Well, that's just what the theme has been.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's 2007. And I met her through a mutual friend that okay, how do I explain this? I didn't until probably 9th grade, maybe sophomore. I did not have one group of friends I hung out with all the time.
Yeah.
I would bounce between groups constantly. And I would do that when I would get bored with one of the other
yeah,
groups.
that's cool. Yeah.
And it is and it's not, because when I look back at it, my first best friend was kindergarten through 6th grade. But even then, we went to different schools, and then I didn't have an actual really close best friend until I think my 9th grade year. His name's Max, wonderful dude. Anyway, one of these, I ended up hanging out with this friend group, and this girl showed up, and her name was DJ, and I thought she was cute. And I told her, hey, I think you're pretty cool. Do you want to hang out? And she's like, yeah. And we met at our friend's house, our mutual friend's house, and we were all hanging out. And she's like, hey, Jackson, do you want to go for a walk? And I was like, yeah, let's go.
Walk.
Let's go for a walk. Very naive Jackson, had no idea what it meant. I was like, yeah, sure, let's go. There was a park. I was a 13-year-old boy, and I went and played on the park, and all she wanted to do was kiss. And I was literally swinging on swings and going down slides. I was very immature. Anyway, after she kind of grabbed my hand and held me, because
if they hold your hand,
holding hands
it's
is
going
more
somewhere.
nerve-wracking than any other move.
Yeah, it's a little spooky.
Well, if you're just homie just asked you to make out, that's not scary. That's just making out, because it's non-committal. It's a NICMO, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
non-committal makeout.
That's what it was. Yeah,
But when you are mustering up that courage to hold a girl's hand,
yeah,
you are putting yourself so far out there, because you're like, hey, I like you. This is my physical representation of it. But I don't want to be weird. I want to see if this would be the good first step. And you go to reach for that hand, and the moment your fingers interlock, all the anxiety goes away.
There's magic.
But that anxiety building up to it sucks. So
Yeah.
she grabbed my hand, and I was like, oh, it's on. And then we kissed. I had no idea what to do. And I just kind of tried kissing her back and stuff. And it was at a park by my friend Courtney's house in East Mesa. I was 13 and I was hooked. Immediately hooked. I was like, all right, girls are the only thing I care about now. That's true.
Wow.
Yeah, I liked girls.
So, in the movies where like they like two people kiss and then like one person like instantly regrets it and they're like, I can't do this. No, I shouldn't now. I'm sorry.
Only when they're like friends, though.
Yeah. Have you ever had something like that happen
No,
to you?
I had too much riz.
You didn't ever kiss someone and you're like, crap.
No.
I don't want to lead you on.
No, this is a
And
really bad.
I don't think this is going anywhere. I shouldn't have done that.
This is where our our audience turns on me. I loved.
Well, it wouldn't be the first
hooking
time.
up.
Okay.
Hooking up. I loved kissing girls, and I would do it all the time. And
no matter if you felt like it was going anywhere or not.
No, I didn't care if it was
Yeah.
going anywhere. Preferably
those
not
guys.
going somewhere and it just being like a month or two of just fun
Wow.
times. Yeah, no, I
Wow.
was a bad person. Why do you think I married Michaela? Because I'm a good person now. And
You married a Slytherin
I
that
did.
needed help.
Hey, who is also Slytherin? Raise your hand in this room if you're a Slytherin. Winnie? Is it you?
Winners,
No?
raising her
Wait,
paw.
raise your hand if
Jeez.
you're a Slytherin. What's your name? Say it
No,
loudly.
I'm saying a broken Slytherin.
Oh, you're.
I'm not a broken Slytherin.
You noticed that? I mean, maybe
you
that-
told me she was.
Maybe I'm incorrect, but most husbands would probably not be stoked if someone called their wife broken. But I'm like, no, yeah, that tracks. That's
But you
correct.
told me that once.
No, I didn't.
Ugh.
So I thought about it though. I didn't marry her because she was broken. I married her because
Well, I know that.
no. Well,
Because
we were
you
both
love her.
broken. No, we were both broken, and we both fixed pieces immediately in each
Nice.
other. And so we were both broken in different ways.
Yeah.
The original Deadpool.
You were a broken apart puzzle
yeah.
that when came together made a whole picture.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
Wade Wilson always said, "Your crazy matches my crazy."
That's beautiful.
It's from the first Deadpool movie. All right, next question. Obviously, Scott was a freaking player.
No.
Girls asking him
They
to
asked
make
me.
out. I can
Because
honestly.
she was confused about her
'Kay,
love.
Real quick though, what was the time frame between her being in a relationship with the female and her kissing you?
That's the part I don't really remember. I don't really remember that.
It had to have been
It
pretty
maybe
far apart.
maybe 6 months to a year.
That's
in between
way so much time as a high schooler. 6 months to a year is so much time.
Okay, well, it must have been something like that. It was a good distance out.
Yeah,
from-
so I think that's why it didn't bother you that much. Like, did it have like?
I didn't care.
Yeah,
I just was mind blown.
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
I
It's
was
like,
just like, dang.
It's not
what?
like she did it 2 days later, and you're like,
No,
oh, but we kissed.
no, but that's the thing is non-committal, so I didn't care.
Oh, you're
I didn't
admitting to being
care.
a player. Yeah,
I wasn't trying to be in a relationship with her.
No, you just wanted to get your lips wet.
I was just practicing for the real deal. Okay.
All right, no, but this pulls us into another question. How many girls have you kissed?
How many in total? Are we counting like silly little elementary school
No.
crushes?
We're counting this kiss.
We're only
that you just
counting- we're
described
only
was your first
counting
kiss.
This kiss. So that would have been okay. So then one, and then we would have had. Oh boy, what was the next one? It would have been It would have been after I came
Brittany.
home from my mission. That it would have been
Wow.
the next time.
You kissed a girl.
I
She turned out to be
kissed a girl
lesbian.
I liked
You were
it.
so traumatized you didn't kiss someone for like 5 years.
I think I was just trying not to be. I just didn't see the point in being in a relationship before I went on my mission because I was like, this is like.
I agree.
I just think that if I were to do that,
I agree. There was
then,
no point
then
in
they would
relationshiping.
probably just find somebody else while I was gone, and I didn't
Correct.
want to get Dear John like that. So yeah, so that would have been one, and then when I came home, then it would have been her, and then it would have been.
Smart with
and
no
then it would
names.
have been
Smart with the no name.
to the axe with the relationship, and then after that it would have been her, and then
I have to ask you a question
and then
that I don't remember.
and then Brit.
So
Four?
four? Dang, dude.
I feel like I'm missing something.
That's a lot.
But maybe not.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think 4.
Yeah, me too.
So pretty modest, I would say.
No, that's a great number.
What's
It's a great number.
what's
I
your
am
number?
unaware. I am unsure.
Okay.
I would probably have to get out my yearbook to recognize the people.
Wow. Okay, next time.
No.
Bring your yearbook. Bring your yearbook.
That would be a wild episode. Oh, dang. I think I'm somewhere. Well, I don't know if I want to say that.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Another reason
Okay.
why Michaela and I work so well is we both truly do not care about each other's pasts. Because we both did stupid stuff. We both did things that we did. And that's the end of it, right? It doesn't matter because it's in the
Correct.
past. It's over. But I can't remember last time someone asked me how many. I think it's somewhere
but
between like.
The thing is, you're married and you have kids. It doesn't matter anymore.
It's true. I kiss girls
You know,
all
no
the
one
time
cares.
now. I kiss a girl all the time now.
Yeah.
Dude, it's the best.
Yeah.
I kiss her with my lips. I kiss her with my
That's
butt.
awesome. You kiss her with your lips.
I do. It's her lips too. It's amazing. Highly recommend marriage to someone you truly, truly love and that you want to be best friends with.
There you go.
I'm probably somewhere between like 50 and 70.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, I'm not super proud of it.
What were you doing? Like you like saw someone in the neighborhood
No,
on your way over from school, and you're like,
No.
oh, there's one. Let's just pull. let's
see
pull,
one right for the
let's
picking.
pull over real
You know,
quick.
let's get her.
Hey,
That's
do
actually
you-
that
do you
has
wanna
happened.
kiss?
It wasn't in the neighborhood, and it wasn't gross like a prostitute style
Like,
thing.
you-
But it was a
you-
group of girls that I recognized from school, and me and my buddy were driving one of my cars. Here's the thing. I'm going to say this to all our underage folks out there. That sounded
underage
weird.
for what?
Under 18. I'm going to say this. If you have the ability and you are someone that enjoys fun, maybe some Nickmos here and there, drive a Jeep.
I want a
That's
Jeep. I want
all
a
I
Jeep
have to
so
say.
badly.
I cannot explain to you the amount of this sounds so cocky and it's not supposed to. The amount of girls that just wanted to go for a ride in my
They
Jeep.
flock.
No, they did. It was bright orange. It was convertible. I had a great sound system. It was fun. Like they would literally just be like, "Hey, take me to lunch." And I'd be like, "Let's go." Like what's your name? I don't know you. This is fun. Anyway, no, like if I could, I try to tell people this all the time. If you can drive any car in high school, a Jeep is the most fun by far.
I want a Jeep just in my life.
Jeeps are really fun.
So badly.
Jeeps are really fun.
I want a Wrangler. A
Can-
white Wrangler.
Can I? And yeah, we're not going to get into the
What?
No.
What?
Nothing. I don't want to shatter your dreams on
Okay.
things.
I know I hear that they are not the best
Do you want
cars.
a 4-door Wrangler or 2-door?
4.
Okay. Here's another question.
So much judgment coming
what's
right
your
now.
what's your Roman Empire? What's something that you think about all the time besides Winnie and Brittany?
You know, Britt's asked me this before. I'm trying so hard to have an answer.
Would you like me to go first?
Probably The Office. I think about The Office all the time.
Yeah. Mine's
Not my workplace, but the TV show, The Office.
Mine is Star Wars.
Oh, both entertainment. Okay.
We're both content consumers.
Yeah.
I've recognized that about us. We
Yeah.
we enjoy being entertained.
It's just the thing is like everything is The Office.
Can
Everything.
Can I tell you guys something right now while Scott is sitting there in silence? I have watched him draw something on his armchair and wipe it away roughly 67 times. He goes like this, then he goes like this. He goes like this, then he goes like this, then he goes like this, then he goes like this. Over and over and over again.
It's just
I don't blame you.
like,
These chairs are
how do you-
comfortable.
How do you not?
I've been trying to not draw
look,
inappropriate
like-
things on the pillow and show the podcast. Like I want to
It's
draw
like-
inappropriate. Whoop, whoop,
it's like-
whoop. Nope,
it-
don't do that.
Not to get, we're not getting religious, but like it's like the Relief Society chairs. Sure.
They are the red ones.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Yeah.
have these chairs in the church buildings that have this velvet that you can just draw on, and like
Yeah,
when the meeting's boring,
if you want us to focus on anything,
you
don't give us things that make stuff. Like, look, there's 2 lines. No, they're gone. 2 lines. No, they're gone.
like look at that. I can make myself a canvas there, and then I
Okay,
can
so the office is
a
yours.
smiley face.
That's a good answer. That's a quick, easy, good answer.
Yeah.
Here's my last
Thank
thing.
you.
My last question for you. Right now. Trying to decide which one. We'll do this. Who has
Okay.
the best chicken sandwich?
Okay. Let's see. Actually, I haven't had Popeye's chicken sandwich. Yeah. So
I'm bringing you one
so
next week. I won't be here next week. I'm bringing you one in 2 weeks.
We're
eating it on air.
I do enjoy Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich, but I think I like Cane's chicken sandwich better than Chick-fil-A's. Those are the only two I can really compare. I'm sorry, but I think the thing they're missing over there at Cane's are the pickles. They don't put pickles on their chicken
Do you
sandwich.
know who has pickles on their chicken sandwich?
Popeyes probably does, and Chick-fil-A also does, but that's why I bring it home and I put my own pickles on there.
Do you like spicy chicken or regular chicken?
Spicy chicken.
Okay. You're going to have a spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes and nothing's going to compare. And you're going to be really upset because
Okay.
I used to love Chick-fil-A also.
Yeah.
And then I had my first spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes and I get a little bit of honey and I put it on the chicken and I
little
eat
honey.
it. Wow.
Wow.
It's so good.
Do they give you the honey there?
You just ask for it.
So they provide honey.
Yeah. And then they also have blackened ranch.
I love
Oh,
blackened ranch.
yeah.
Oh my
Popeyes
gosh.
blackened ranch is to die for.
Yeah. Yeah. When I get their chicken fingers, I will
Them little chicken tendies.
I'll dip those in the blackened ranch, and it's unbelievable.
All right. We're going to play one more game and then we'll be done.
Okay. What are
Okay.
we at for time?
53 minutes.
Dang.
It flew by. Good
Flew
golly.
by.
All right. We're going to play one more game. And
What's
I
with
sent you
these
this. I
chairs?
sent you the reel the other day of the I make the face, you make the sound.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
You ready?
I did.
I'll make the face first, and then we say 1, 2, 3, go, and I make the face again, and you will make
Correct.
the sound.
Okay.
you
So
ready?
you're going first.
Ready?
with
Here's
the-
my face.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Wee.
So stupid. All right, one more. I'll do one more. Okay, you ready?
Oh, okay.
This is my this is my face. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Ah.
I've never made that sound in my entire life. All right, you make your face.
Okay.
Oh crap! Hold on.
Are you ready?
No, we need to stay safe for work.
I know.
All right, you ready?
I know.
1, 2, 3.
It's like I'm. Man, it's like I had something lodged in my.
Yeah, it's like something was lodged back in the back of your throat. Hey,
Uh,
Brittany's mom, I'm sorry for this episode.
Okay, here we go.
Do another one.
Am I doing one more?
Yeah, one more, and then we can
Um,
call it.
Okay, ready?
All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh. That's a funny game.
That's gonna make the reels.
Just a real quick reminder to those of you that are listening.
or the tickety talk.
Welcome to 20 Battle Cry. What motivates you? Send us in your motivations.
Send us your battle
to
cries.
get through what you're going through. Send us your battle cries. I have one friend that, I'm not kidding, will watch and listen to the motivational YouTube, like the cinematic ones. Have you ever seen any of those? It's like really
no.
intense, like music that builds,
Oh,
and it's like
okay.
a person talking like,
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
don't get up, you'll never get further in life.
Yeah.
Like it's so,
Like The Rock is talking,
and he
or something.
loves them, and so
They
that's
can
what
be,
gets
yeah.
him.
They
through
can
the
be
week
pretty.
sometimes.
They can be pretty.
I
like,
find them absolutely terrible.
Some of them.
I feel like they're telling me what to do, and I just want to turn.
Some of them
everything
are stupid, but I mean, my
Yeah.
favorite one is
off. Okay.
my favorite one is with Shia LaBeouf
Just do it.
or LaBeouf, whatever.
Just
Just
do it. Oh, I love that one too. Anyway,
make your dreams come true.
thank you for
If you
listening
okay, I'll
to,
stop there.
to your friend's husband. Say hi to a stranger.
Say hi to a stranger. Come back next week, and remember, to jumpstart someone's car if they need it.
Don't forget to rub their butt when you're done.
Okay.